Welcome to hitech channel, the place to update the fastest and most accurate global technology news. With a second-hand solar panel, a battery, and a Raspberry Pi mini computer, game developer Kara Stone conceived a budget-friendly way of powering her game's server for only a few $100s. Even when people bring up the possibility of her games becoming inaccessible due to cloudy days leaving her server unpowered, Stone asserts that this is precisely the idea behind her plan. It's okay that life isn't available to us 24/7, and it's perfectly normal for certain things to come and go, Stone remarked. To further reduce her game's carbon footprint, her next project, Known Mysteries, uses highly compressed video footage to reduce data requirements. Compared to the ultra-high-definition images characteristic of current top-tier games, the visuals are somewhat grainy, reminiscent of videos from old Encarta CD encyclopedias. Instead of the usual size of 100 GB plus for modern, big-budget titles, this game was just 200 megabytes, a testament to the intentional constraints placed upon the design that result in a lowered environmental impact. Stone is one of several game developers who are taking proactive measures to address the climate crisis. As the video game industry is starting to become more aware of its significant energy consumption and associated emissions, which contribute to global warming, calls for sustainable gaming practices are becoming louder. Unfortunately, despite the growing attention to climate sustainability, relatively few gaming companies have released information related to their carbon footprint. Even rarer are those that account for the energy consumed by gamers to play video games across the world. The global video game industry is estimated to consume and produce a staggering $184 billion a year in energy and emissions, comparable to the levels of the global film industry or that of Slovenia, according to Ben Abraham, an Australian academic and consultant. In his 2020 book, Digital Games After Climate Change, Abraham delves deep into the industry's emissions and its impacts on the environment. With cruise liners sinking themselves due to the ongoing climate crisis, it is imperative that the gaming industry takes steps to address its carbon footprint. Abraham's estimation indicates that the gaming industry generated from 3 to 15 million tons of carbon dioxide in 2020. However, this excludes a wide range of other activities like production of gaming hardware, dispatching games to customers, and sending personnel to business meetings and conventions. Microsoft estimates that the average gamer equipped with a high-performance device contributes to an annual carbon dioxide emission of 72 kilograms. According to a Project Drawdown report, this adds up to 24 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions just in the US alone. Game makers are well aware of the situation and are taking measures to combat the effects. Several of the industry's biggest companies have aspirations to achieve net zero emissions targets. According to a report published by Abraham, 33 major publishers and studios have made the commitment, while 10 of them even have plans to reach zero emissions before 2030, including companies such as Microsoft, Apple, Google, Ubisoft, Tencent and Riot Games. Sony, however, has a more relaxed goal to reach net zero by 2040, while the bare minimum has been set by Activision Blizzard, Bandai Namco, Konami and Sega, aiming for a 2050 net zero target. In the words of Abraham, achieving anything less than that means, you are basically committing to destroying the planet. Each of these companies has a distinct strategy for attaining net zero emissions, such as offsetting or purchasing renewable energy credits to offset their usage of fossil fuel energy sources, a method that has been criticized by some as a form of greenwashing. Every year, tens of thousands of game developers come together in San Francisco for the Game Developers Conference. They exchange business cards, explore potential partnerships, and learn from each other's experiences during panel presentations. At the 2020 GDC in late March, several events focused on the issue of climate change. One of the biggest events was Microsoft's launch of the Xbox Developer Sustainability Toolkit. This software toolkit provided game developers with guidance on how to maximize the energy efficiency of their games. In addition, Microsoft has introduced features allowing players to control the energy consumption of their home console. As players continue to prioritize performance and graphics, the competitive drive pushes developers to maximize these elements. However, the increasing emphasis on fighting climate change has created an opportunity for Microsoft to reduce player emissions by enabling developers to make their games more efficient. For the first time ever, game developers now have access to real-time energy and emissions measurement tools, said Trista Patterson, Microsoft's Director of Sustainability and co-founder of Playing for the Planet, an alliance of game companies that have made sustainability pledges. The kit works by letting developers play through a game in progress and monitor energy usage in real time, giving them the ability to quickly dive into any areas of their code that require adjustments. Microsoft is giving developers access to their Sustainability Dev Kit to help empower and push forward new projects focused on eco-friendly gaming. After discussing the potential of this technology with representatives from Ubisoft, Microsoft visualizes a future with eco modes that not only lower monthly energy bills for consumers but also promote the low environmental impact of the industry. For Sarah Patterson, working for Playing for the Planet and advocating for sustainability in gaming is not only important to sustainable development but also a great creative outlet to explore different perspectives in difficult times. As Patterson says, play is the antidote of doom. Microsoft has been the most proactive of the console makers when it comes to tackling climate-related energy issues. From offering an optional software toggle to launching Xbox controllers crafted from recycled materials, the company is taking deliberate action to help reduce players' environmental footprint. In comparison, Nintendo and Sony have taken a backseat about their respective actions towards sustainability. Nintendo has a range of regulations in countries where it operates. However, it has yet to devise an overarching strategy to reduce emissions. Thanks for watching. The video ends here. See you again in the next videos. Please subscribe to the channel to update the latest technology news.